All right. It is 8 o'clock, but I'm just going to give it one more minute just in case anybody else is able to show up.
Do we have enough for a quorum already?
Oh yeah, we're good to go. I'm just making sure anybody that was planning on attending is able to be here in case they're running a couple minutes late.
Mark, hover over your name, click on participants, and then hover over your name, and it gives you an option to rename.
Hover. Oh, okay. All right. I think I see it, but I'll take a look at that later.
You can do it right now. I just did.
That's all right. I'll get it. And you did that on your iPad, right?
I did it on my Chromebook, but same thing.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, we're gonna get things going because I actually just got Antonio just texted me back. He says that unfortunately he had another work meeting this morning until 9, so he won't be able to make it. But we do have everybody else here, so that's our roll call, I suppose. Everybody's here except Antonio. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a
So
motion. We
moved.
approve the agenda.
I'll support.
All right, I'll give that one to Mark and then Dennis with support. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor, please say yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Great. All opposed, please say no. All abstaining, that passes unanimously. Moving down to public comment. Do we have any members of the public who were brave enough to get up early and offer public comment today?
There is no one in the waiting room.
All right. Thanks, Kyle. Moving on to new business. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes from our January 12th, 2020 meeting we just had a couple days ago?
I'll move we approve the minutes.
Thanks, Bob.
I'll second.
Thanks, Mark. Any discussion? All right, if not, then all those in favor, please say yes.
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 All opposed, please say no. All abstaining, that passes unanimously. And so moving on to item number 2, our final, really our only new business item today, review and final drafting of our committee report to the City Commission. So, we went back and incorporated all of the changes that you all suggested a couple days ago, and only those changes based on the notes that we made in the meeting minutes. And then I think we got that out to you yesterday, late afternoon sometime. So does anybody have any comments about that, or is there any discussion, anything that you think maybe we missed or forgot about?
I just had one comment as we had a section on low income housing, and we had a discussion on if we add more workforce housing, we would pull people out of the low income housing. I'm assuming maybe we put that in our next report since it's not in this report.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a good factor.
Yeah, I think that is absolutely a factor. I think that, as you noted the other day, right? Like there's, I think that was a good question, you asked Sharon that, how many people could potentially, they're kind of on that edge where they could potentially move out of the subsidized housing into the more affordable market rate stuff. And so, I think that that's probably something we can explore in greater detail, just in a meeting of its own. I think that low income housing probably just deserves a meeting of its own, or to be a separate agenda item in another meeting this spring. But in the meantime, I think that just because we haven't had that detailed of a discussion of it, I think that probably having what we have in the report right now makes sense. But certainly I want to have more of a discussion about low-income housing and maybe about a little bit about homelessness as well later this spring.
I'm good with that.
Okay. Does anybody else have any comments or things you think maybe we didn't quite get right or that we forgot about?
None that I saw.
All right.
I'll go ahead and make a motion. We approve the report as written.
I'll second.
All right. Thank you both. Any further discussion? All right. If not, all in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All opposed, please say no. All abstaining. So the report is approved unanimously. I think that would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-0 vote. One member absent. So thank you all. This is a really big accomplishment. We've been working towards this our committee was established a year ago. We had our first meeting 10 months ago, and here we are. We have a set of, I think, really solid recommendations to the city commission that they'll get by the end of this week. And I just really appreciate all the work and time and effort that you've all put in, both in these meetings and outside of these meetings, to the committee. And I'm really excited to see how things move forward. I'm looking forward to our work session on February 3rd, which I hope as many of you can make as possible. And just really appreciate your continued commitment to the committee as we move into this second phase here, this in 2021.
Evan, on the February 3rd meeting, the joint workforce, is that just us explaining in more detail to the commission our discussions and our ideas and what we're thinking about?
Yep. Yeah, it's just going to be a joint work session where the commission has an opportunity to ask us some questions, maybe, make any suggestions they might have or express any concerns they might have. I wouldn't feel as just individual members of the committee, certainly feel free to jump in and provide your perspective on things, but I wouldn't feel pressure to have to you have to explain or justify things in this report. I mean, that's really more up to staff and to myself as the chair, and as the commission liaison. And also QPAD, we'll have a couple of folks from QPAD participating in that meeting as well, who will be presenting on their market housing assessment that we used, as a source in this report and that we attached as an appendix.
All right, thanks.
All right. Well, unless anybody else has any final comments here, I think that we can adjourn the meeting.
Morning, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye.
See y'all.